Welcome back to Living Local. Thousands of years ago, snowshoeing was an essential way to get around in the winter. Now, many enjoy it as a hobby and even a great workout too, which I can imagine. So today we are learning more about this fun winter activity, and here to tell us so much more, and you can see he brought a full display too, we have Dave Murcia. He is a naturalist and the director of the Wapsie River Environmental Education Center and Scott County Conservation. Mouthful, but an important job. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for the invitation. You bet.
Absolutely. Yes, and this is not the first time you've been on. You came on last year to talk about this, but please remind us again, what is the history of snowshoeing?
Well, it's thought that about 4,000 to 6,000 years ago, this necessity came about in East Asia. And it came from not a sport, but for the practicality and the purpose of living in mountainous regions, traveling through snow. So they had to find a way to get from one village or place to another.
And they had to use things like this?
Yes, these are traditional snowshoes. Yeah, and carrying things throughout the snow was very important because they had to hunt and gather.
Wow. Okay, so really, like we had said at the beginning, out of necessity,
yes,
just making sure that they could function and do what they needed to do. Now, what do we need to snowshoe exactly?
Well, some of the equipment I brought here today, and some of them are some bells and whistles, but you need to be layered in clothing. It's outside, it's winter, so you dress in layers. Something as simple as, a fleece, and if it's windy, something like a windbreaker here. Of course, gloves. You want to have gloves.
Yes.
Comfortable layers. Shoes, you can use snow boots as long as the bindings fit. You might want to have something like a gaiter to cover up your face for the cold, and even something as simple as hand warmers in your gloves.
Those could be awesome.
You need the equipment itself, you need the snowshoes, possibly poles, and if you have the ability, some binoculars.
To be able to look around,
that's right.
See what all is going
Enjoy
on.
nature, out in the freedom of nature.
Absolutely. So would you say snowy conditions are the right conditions for snowshoeing? Any other conditions maybe?
Well, yes. Typically you need enough snow. That is the depth that your equipment won't be affected by. So very thin layers of snow you don't want. We traditionally look at about 4 inches of snow. Even icy conditions can be used if that crampons are available on the end of a snowshoe. So these are the crampons here, but we don't recommend much icy weather. So these are able to grab that snow and ice.
Would that kind of help with traction then?
Yes, exactly.
That design at the
yes,
bottom?
these crampons here will help exactly for traction.
Okay, we're learning so much. This is awesome. So if somebody is feeling very adventurous and they want to get out and they want to learn how to snowshoe, when and where can they do that actually?
Well, any of our city, county parks, state parks, you can go out that have trails. You don't want to cross over cross-country ski trails. That's just a courtesy for outdoor adventurers. We've got lots of opportunities to do that. So that's someplace you would go where there aren't being shared mountain bike trails, things like that.
Okay, fantastic. Now, if people wanted to get started in this sport, where can they actually get the equipment that you've brought with you today?
Sure. Some of our local outdoor sports like Dick's Sporting Goods, Field and Stream, they do sell some out there. These right here are poles that you can actually use either for cross-country skiing or snowshoeing. It's not a necessity. This is a very healthy outdoor recreation in winter. Some of these traditional models, though, you would not be able to find. This happens to be this is the Alaskan model, or the Yukon, meant for carrying weight. But you can make these as well if you want. We eventually will be doing snowshoe kit workshops eventually in the future, but you can buy the aluminum grade, which started about 1970s. You can purchase those at those local sporting goods.
Okay, fantastic. Wow, this is just a preview to everything that you have going on with snowshoeing.
You
but
bet.
Thank you so much, Dave, for stopping by.
You're most welcome. Thank you for the opportunity. Stay well and keep wild.
Oh, love that. For some more information on these snowshoe events that really are coming up here that you can get involved in, scottcountyiowa.gov/conservation/Wapsie. That's where you can find all of that information. And we will, of course, have this link posted over on our website, too, at ourquadcities.com.